Hello, my name is Major Balls, and today, 2 years ago today, 2 years ago today, that March 3rd, 2020 tornado hit. You know, last year when I showed you the a year ago I showed you about that. Here, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just show you. Since like when I showed you the I showed you about that. I showed you that hook echo right there, and that's when I'm talking about the March 3rd, 2020 tornado outbreak here in Tennessee. This is not the better. Which one is it? Actually, yeah. Oh, I'll show you that. I'll show you that. I'll show you the and I'll tell you a story about that day. On that day, 2 years ago today, okay, so I remember me dreaming about that, me watching the news on my in my dream, and that thunder woke me up like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times. I think I remember that thunder woke me up that day, and I remember seeing lightning strikes, and about like 7, like 9, 7, 8, actually 6, yeah, 6 hours later, we watched the news on that TV. So yeah, and I saw that image of it, and actually 27 people who got killed that day by that tornado. So yeah, and on that day I went to school. That day it was Super Tuesday. That day, Super Tuesday 2020 tornado outbreak, and I remember we remember going to school that day, and I remember going into a beach room, and on that day I remember going to my dad's cousin's house, and my friend named Isaiah Burnett, he was there that day, and so that was that day, and I guess did I say it's a story. So yeah, that's what I done that day. And when I got back home, I watched the news on that TV. When I got back home, I watched the whole entire thing, and that's like a pretty shocking day that day. And watch this on that shy, it's just commercials. Yeah, what? Here, okay, now watch this. The city of Nashville's right there. Watch this on that incredibly monster tornado went through downtown. Pretty tough to watch that. See the debris flying? 2 years ago today. The reason why I went to my dad's cousin's house is because my dad went to drop some off for him. So yeah. And that was the end. And 20 some people who got killed. And I remember watching the news about that too. People who got killed in East Nashville. So yeah. Yeah, and they didn't make it. Just so yeah. I will never forget that day when that tornado went for Nashville. I was just never forget my memories. Oh. Oh, there you go. I would just go back. I don't know why. I keep on running. I'm just crazy, I guess.
Alright folks, you need to head to your safe place. This tornado is on the ground. It's moving right by Channel 5 as we are getting close to a direct hit at the TV station. If you can still hear me, that is a tornado. Power flashes around First Tennessee Park right now. This is live.
Watch this when that power kills out.
Of Channel 5. This is a direct hit. This is the inside of
the whole power.
right now.
The whole city of Nashville went out of power. This is in Channel 5. It's like 1 minute and 27 seconds of this.
As we speak, this is moving by News Channel 5. Dan, are you getting this right now?
Went through the news station, but they was like stay on an air. Well, I mean, before the March of the 2020 tornado in Nashville, there was also the April 16th, 1998 tornado in Channel 5. The whole city went in blackout. And Channel 5 went out blackout too. The whole power went on finally. I mean, not the whole thing, but I'll just never forget that day, because this is that tornado right there. Fifth Avenue is right there. I'll just never forget that day because. That tornado went through Nashville, Tennessee. And yeah, and 20-some people who got killed that day. I'll show you about the damage. That tornado damaged that circle. I don't know what's that circle called, but I forgot what's that circle's name. Damage in Germantown. I remember.
Live check. Go ahead, Chris. Let us know what's going on.
Windows were blown out.
Like the windows are blown out and everything. 2 years ago today at this time. 2 years ago today at this time. And And P.S. I slept right there on that day, on that particular day, when it's like nighttime. I was like sleeping right there. Well, I mean, I was sleeping with those parents, but 2 years later, I slept with this one, and I remember laying down right there at this spot. That thunder woke me up. It was that window over there when I saw like the lightning strikes and see here, thunder too. That thunder woke me up. I was sleeping with that parasol right there, but 2 years later I slept with that. So yeah, and when my dad wake me up, my dad woke me up, and I walked through that hallway. And once I walked through that hallway, I saw the news of that TV like a damage in Nashville, Tennessee. On March, before the one day before the Nashville tornado, I watched a feature track about that tornado. I mean, that hook went through downtown Nashville. I was like, that's not no tornado, what? I was like, is that a tornado? I mean, that's in my opinion that day. And one day later, it hit Nashville, and that's what it done to it that day. So yeah, and that's a story, and that's a story, and I was playing with after the goal today. I went to my dad's cousin's house, and I saw my dad couldn't Ezekiel. We was like playing around a hillside. I mean, yeah. So yeah. And goodbye. My name's Major Boss. Bye.